Alright, so I've heard of Edgefield, South Carolina, and I've heard that Edgefield, the county, is supposed to be really haunted. And I decided to take a little trip down here to Edgefield, and I heard of this church that goes back to 1767 or 1768, 1790, and it is extremely old. I get down here and I obviously can't get in. I called to see if anyone could come and let me in and show me the place, but apparently they cannot do that. They are busy today, so I can't go in, but I am going to show what I can of the church. So most of theirs is just a fence. Now, I don't know if this church is haunted, but I hear it is. Don't quote me on this, but this is as good as I can get it today. In order to really get it, I'd have to come back and call and make a appointment to have someone come out and meet me at the church. But see the graveyard back there. But yeah, this is as good as I can do it. So this is called Horns Creek Baptist Church, and it's very old. So maybe next time we can get in the actual church and see that. Anyway, let's go see what else Edgefield, South Carolina has that's haunted. So Edgefield, South Carolina is supposed to be a real haunted town in South Carolina. So I've come down here looking, checking to see just how haunted it might be. Now granted, I am doing this during the day. I just left a church that was from the 1700s that I couldn't get in, which I'll show you here in this video. I pulled into another cemetery and I got out of the truck and I slammed my thumb in the truck door. See that? Yeah. So I am in a really old cemetery with a lot of historic people from South Carolina buried in it. It's called Willow Brook Cemetery in Edgefield, South Carolina. Now there's another place that I want to take you. There's this famous woman who was passed away here in Edgefield, South Carolina. There's two places they say it happened or she's associated with. One is Slay Lake and the other one is the courthouse. Apparently she was killed on the courthouse steps, and I will fill you in on that when I get over there. But first, let's check out this old cemetery, shall we? So yeah, I am down on the hill of it. Just got over here. A little interesting cemetery. So what I was reading, it is kind of haunted, obviously, but it has a lot of historical figures from Edgefield, South Carolina in general. But it is, I thought I would come check her out. I can go in there. I don't know why I'm over here. These graves. Yeah, so let me go over there on that side. Oops. The Norris family. Mark the perfect man, and behold the upright, for the end of that man is peace. Oh, that's interesting. Wow. This family's been here for a while. This cemetery is wonderful, actually. But if anybody tries to get out, they will not be trying getting out, because I have them blind. Oh, there's a child buried over there behind that tree. Wow, these gravestones are nice. I mean, Now, I don't have any ghost equipment to speak with ghosts down here. So, if anything happens to be caught, let's hope that this camera, phone, whatever, picks it up. But yeah, this is cool. I like it. Very nice cemetery. Very, very nice cemetery. And it just goes up on a hill up there. Oh. I'm gonna try to get these two that are over here in these trees. This is pretty cool. John Gary Evans. I'm not sure who that is. Guess I can. Oh, well, obviously it says it. Representative of Legislature, State Senator, Governor of South Carolina, 1894. President of South Carolina Constitutional Convention. Major and Inspector General in 1st Division, 7th Army Corps. Spanish-American War. Civil Administrator. Died at Spartanburg, South Carolina, June 26, 1944. Well, that guy did a lot there. I guess that's his wife over there. So I told you, historical figures in South Carolina. Governors, senators, so on. Not sure who all's buried out here. But I will check that out and get back with you. Maybe. Gladius what? Huge. So yeah, this is very nice. So this is right off their main street, or their church street. So obviously people are going to live directly around this cemetery, in front of it. What in the world? What kind of concoction we got going on here? Okay. I guess we want that to stay back down. Yeah. Pretty cute, pretty cute. So Edgefield, South Carolina is close to Greenwood, South Carolina, Abbeville, South Carolina. It's towards the middle of the state. Over in that area. And it's supposed to be a lot of haunted history here. But obviously I'm not going to get that during the day. I might. You never know. Ghosts might be curious what I'm out here doing. So I think over here is the more older graves. Oh yeah, that one right there on the bricks falling apart. So, church right beside it. That is a church right there. So this is a graveyard more than a cemetery. And that one has had better days. Yeah, that one has had better days. Yeah, that one has had better days. Better days. I don't know, it's kind of open down in there. Ooh. Yeah, that one is open. Cracking. I'm sure if I look a little bit, I'd probably see a casket, some bones. Oh yeah, these graves have been here for a while. And I'm gonna say, look at this one. Ooh, that one's in rough shape. Well, some of them in rough shape. That is huge. That is a huge tree. Goodness. Yeah. So I told you I was gonna try to get back in again. Try to bring you some more content. Just gotta give me a chance to get back out here, do stuff. I am riding solo again, and I'm just now getting used to the whole really going solo deal. And that's basically everything in my life. So I'm trying to get back out here and make videos. Wasn't sure if I still wanted to do paranormal, but really I'm not doing paranormal at this moment. I'm just in a old cemetery, old town. So last year or the year before, we showed you Abbeville. We've been to Abbeville several times. Abbeville's got a lot of haunted history, and this place here, Edgefield, South Carolina, does as well. That's really nice. Let me just show you how big this tree is. Now, I'm not really that big of a person, but that right there is huge. Ooh. This is very amazing cemetery. I would love to come here at night. Check it out. But I want to show you. I'm not sure of the name of the woman. I think it's Becky Lynch or something like that. I will correct that if that's not correct. But apparently the story is she was killed on the courthouse steps. I do want to film on them courthouse steps. And they say that you can see her apparition on them steps at certain times. However, that is probably not going to happen today. We will film it, but I doubt very seriously that we're going to see this ghost's apparition. There is another story of the lake. They have a lake called Slade Lake. I don't think I'm going to venture there on this one, but maybe next time. But I will show you the steps of the courthouse if I can get to it. Maybe we can catch her. Maybe I will correct and find out what her name was. I don't know about this Becky Lynch. I could have been making that up. That could just be popping in my head. It might be somebody else. There is another story of a ghost that was, unfortunately, was hung. And that ghost seems to be found just about everywhere in Edgefield. Even to the Georgia line, which Augusta is right beside here, so Georgia's not that far away, obviously, state line. So, oh, that's pretty cool. So look at these gates on this. Look at that. They're weeping willows. Remember, this is Willow Brook. So those are weeping willows, I think, and they all go all the way around the iron of the outside of this. I think that's pretty cool. 1859, Mary Brooks. Okay, so I'm gonna assume, because those are willow trees, weeping willows, that Mary here, this cemetery was named after. Yes, there's her grave right there. Look right there. Oh, I'll just walk over there and show you. So apparently, this is Mary's grave. I want to say Colonel Whitfield Brooks and her family line. So apparently, she is this cemetery apparently named after her. I'm just going to put two and two together here. I can't be that far off. Don't quote me. I might be wrong completely on that. But her name's Mary Brooks. The place is called Willow Brooks. There's a picture. on the iron gate, and it's all the way around the iron. There's a willow tree, a weeping willow. So I put two and two together and called it Weeping Brooks Cemetery. Is named after Mary Brooks. Yeah. Alright, so let's see if we can get on them steps of the courthouse. As far as I'm seeing right now, it's a really beautiful day, I can tell you that much. I don't think any ghosts are just going to pop out. Plus, like I said before, I don't have any equipment to help communicate. But if they want to speak, I'm sure they'll find a way to speak. But yeah, so yeah, there you have it. So we're gonna move away from the cemetery. Let me get my hand out of there, out of the frame. I always do that. So move on. Find our next little adventure in Edgefield. See you in a minute. All right, so back at the cemetery, I was telling you about a woman that was supposedly you could see her apparition at the courthouse here in Edgefield, but I completely messed up her name. Her name is Becky Cotton, and Becky Cotton apparently was known for murdering her husbands, and her brother killed her on the courthouse steps right in front of me. You can see, so this is the original courthouse. It's just changed a little bit over the years. This goes back to the 1800s at that point. So yes, here is the Edgefield courthouse. And I am going to try not to get ran over. So here, somewhere, apparently, Becky Cotton was murdered by her brother here on these steps. And apparently you can see her apparition somewhere, but I don't think that's going to happen right now. But yes, I was completely wrong. Her name is Becky Cotton. And at the lake that we're going to venture to is where she supposedly murdered her husbands and buried the bodies. So we're going to make our way to that lake and check that out. All right, so I found Slade Lake, where Becky Cotton apparently killed her husbands and buried them somewhere out here. And there's a weird way I got over here. I don't even know the direction it took. So somewhere around here is where Becky Cotton would have murdered her husband. So, yeah. So this is an interesting place. How I got over here, I have no idea. It took me through this weird area. Don't even take me to an actual road to get to the lake. Here, let me show you. This is how I ended up getting to that lake. Don't ask me how. It doesn't make any sense. Yeah. So yeah, going that way. Yeah. So I'm back in the truck. So yeah. See, I have no idea how you actually get to that lake. I didn't even see if on the other side, but I have no idea. Anyway, maybe Becky buried your husbands around here somewhere, perhaps. Anyways, that's all I got for you. I'll catch you on the next one. Bye-bye. All right, so apparently where I went in, I don't know why the GPS took me that way, but this is Slade Lake behind me. And now I'm on the other side where I should have been. But if you look across, you see the waterfall, you see that building back there. You see over there? Yeah, I was way over there. So where the buildings is where it told me to actually go. But yes, somewhere Becky, old Becky Cotton, murdered her children. I mean, I'm sorry. Didn't murder her children, I'm sorry, forget that. Murder her husbands, yes, that is plural, there was more than one, somewhere out here. And behind me you can hear a siren going on, so I don't know. Hey, hello. It's a blade. There's some more blades. Ducks. Some big ducks. I ain't seen no geese look like that. That's a big old duck. Anyways. So yeah. There you have it. So after completely going the wrong direction because of GPS, I ended up on the other side. But I could have just come this way and turned right on it, come right in the parking lot. So it's a little windy there. My hair is a little messed up. Forgive me for fixing it. So I got near the ducks. Now they're getting a little worked up, but they let me walk right to them earlier. But let's see if they'll let me walk toward them. Where you going, fellas? Ladies, fellas, where y'all going? Huh? What? You don't want me by you? They're cussing me out right now. What's up? You let me walk by you? What? Come here. Really? You don't say. They're not excited to me being here right now. It's all good. I'm not gonna hurt you. See, I bent down and they calmed down. I don't know, they could come out of it. So Daffy and his two brothers aren't really happy with me right now. But anyway, they're over here by the lake, and I thought I'd mess with the ducks. I had to, sorry. Turned around, and there was geese behind me. You know how geese are. This one right here looking like he gonna try something. Better watch out. He better back up, fool. Come sneaking up on me. Alright, now I'm going. The geese were trying to sneak up on me. I had to check that fool. Anyways. So, I've spent enough time in Edgefield. Nice little town. What I have seen. And I'm gonna get out of here now. Bye bye. Catch you on the next one.